All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Stone, Shalom to the elect pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, with the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahushai is the name of His only begotten Son. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the charagma written about in Revelation 30, verse 16 on down. The miracle jug is the precursor to the charagma, which the charagma is the MOTB. I want to make it known also that the one the world ignorantly calls Jesus is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as it is written. So I want to go straight into this lesson dealing with the Lord visiting the earth, because right now people see certain things that transpire upon the earth and they don't know say all these things are all signs, from the wars and rumors of wars as our Lord have declared in Matthew 24 to the various pestilence will take over the place. That's why we did in a pandemic a couple weeks ago. Earthquakes in diverse places, you know. The heart of man waxing cold, you see me? But people don't regard these things as the Lord visiting the earth. Storm, you see me? The flame of devouring fire, you see me? Heat wave. All these things are signs of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But as it is written in Zephaniah 3 verse 5, so the judgment of the Lord go forth every morning, but the unjust know it no shame. People don't regard that it's the hands of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in the earth right now. So this is 2 Ezra 15 verse 5. It said, Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, and the Lord of various ways to bring death and destruction, So let's go into one of the Lord's tools of destructions.
Storm.
So this is the hurricane over there in America. Let's see what the Lord is doing.
The Lee County Sheriff's Office is now reporting hundreds of fatalities in the county. The Lee County Sheriff right now is reporting hundreds of fatalities in his county. That includes cities like Fort Myers. That includes cities like Fort Myers Beach. That includes Cape Coral. We have been reporting that the storm surge was going to be catastrophic. We've been getting reports that the storm surge was right around 7 feet. And, this is heartbreaking to hear because, we tried as much as possible to warn people. I know that there were a number of people who unfortunately could not evacuate. But, if you're just tuning in this morning, the Lee County Sheriff reporting as of this morning in Southwest Florida that the fatalities is going to be in the hundreds. And we anticipate that, unfortunately, as the morning progresses, we anticipate that number going up. But Lee County, that is located in Southwest Florida, that includes Cape Coral, Fort Myers, as well as Fort Myers Beach. And, this is something that's unfathomable. This is something that we did not want to see. But this really shows you the true power of Mother Nature. It shows you, what can really happen with these storms. And I know.
See it? You see what them say? The true power of Mother Nature, not the true power of the Lord, And this is just a fraction of the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, And the Lord that will magnify his power upon the earth, And you're not going to see it, and it's going to be very evident that these things that's transpiring upon the earth is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai doing it, yo. Because he sent forth his servants to tell you about these things before them come to pass.
A lot of people, in Florida, they hear, oh, a Cat 1, a Cat 2 is coming. Oh, we'll ride it out. But, this is the reason why, so many local officials have been saying to evacuate, because we knew that this was going to be such a horrific scene after. I made me freeze. Well,
so let's take some look on what took place. The Lord said, I'm going to bring what? Death and destruction. What them say? The death gone into the hundreds, yo. The hundreds. And if you look on the state right now, much people are going to be aware that these plagues are sent by Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Because even amongst brothers, brothers that are in the know, that are not ignorant of the devil's devices, brothers say, hey, man, even some of these storms come like weather modifying technology, yo. But the thing is, whether or not Esau have something to do with these storms, yo, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai put it in his mind to do these things, yo. So Esau not get no glory, yo. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai get all the glory because of him do these things, yo. He have foretold these things.
Hurricane Ian has moved on tonight after stamping an indelible mark of death and destruction across Florida.
Hey, man, this is what hey, man, let's go back to the precept again, man, and show you that, hey, man, the Lord say him gonna do this, yo. The Lord. Alright, so let's repeat the scripts one more. It says, this is 2 Esdras 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Listen, the first few words that this lady had declared.
Moved on tonight after stamping an indelible mark of death and destruction across Florida. Local officials are reporting multiple people killed and hundreds of thousands more in the dark for days to come. Meanwhile, Ian has regained hurricane strength late today as it heads for landfall in South Carolina tomorrow. John Yang spent this day in St. Augustine, Florida, and begins our coverage.
Rescuers struggled to reach people stranded by the floodwaters that Ian left behind after raking the state overnight.
Are you guys okay?
By midday, more than 500 people had been rescued in hardest-hit southwest Florida. The efforts are hampered by flooded roads and damaged bridges. This is what's left of the only connection between Sanibel and Captiva Islands and Florida's Gulf Coast. In Naples, docks floated down the Gordon River and buildings were completely submerged. Boats now sit between buildings in Fort Myers near where Ian made landfall. Some parts of the city were under 3 or 4 feet of water, turning homes into islands and causing severe damage.
We got out the door, swam out the door as the water was here.
Officials are asking people to stay home and off the roads, with many areas still unreachable.
Just go the man say something. No people that just listen and it fly over the head. Hey man, that way him have to him is a scary encounter, yo. With iron. Because if the water reach up to the top of his door, yo, and imagine if him and him kids and him wife live, him not only have to think about himself, you see me, surviving that ordeal, but he is the protector in that whole situation, yo. Just imagine you're in circumstances like that, yo. That's why we have to give praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Because of mercy the Lord have on us, yo. Mercy. Because even one of the brothers them threw up a clip showing a tree fell on his house. You see me? But through the spirit and power of the Lord, the tree never damaged the house. Because the brother said this is his room, yo, showing that we are under Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's protection, yo. And the Lord have that edge around us. That's why we have to continually pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for mercy, yo. For guidance. You see me? Ask him to lead us. But people that are dwelling upon the earth right now are ignorant of what's really going on. They don't understand that this is how the Lord visit the earth that he made. Let's get it. So this is, I want to say, Isaiah 29 verse 6. It read, Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, with thunder. Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm, and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. So enough people not understand that this is the visitation of the Lord right now. That's why it is written in 2 Ezra 9, verse 1 say, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So now we're into the time in which the Lord is visiting the earth which he made. But a lot of people are unaware, yo. And that's why they catch him as a thief in the night. So let's see more of what the Lord have done.
President Biden warned the death toll could be significantly higher.
This could be the deadliest hurricane in Florida's history. The numbers are still unclear, but we're hearing early reports of what may be substantial loss of life.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
This is going to require years of effort to be able to rebuild and to come back. These are fantastic communities down in Southwest Florida. Of course, they didn't ask for this, but they need our help now.
Here we are downtown Bonita, right after the storm, underwater.
Across the state, utility crews prepared for the long work of restoring power. At one point today, as many as 2.5 million customers were in the dark. So have you stockpiled material here?
Yeah, so ahead of any storm, what we do is we gather the material that our crews, both in-state and out-of-state, are going to need for the restoration process. So we've got anything from transformers, poles, wires, anything that needs to be used by our crews. As soon as they can get out there, they're
Marshall Hastings is the spokesperson for Florida Power and Light, the state's biggest utility. Statewide, there are 20...
Oh, man.
owner and chef of Rouge Shrimp Company. TJ Holzveld lost his home and businesses to Ian. He joins us now by phone.
TJ, we can't imagine what you're going through right now. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us here on Fox Weather. How are you doing?
Yes, we're doing okay. We're actually on our way. We left on Tuesday morning and evacuated to Fort Lauderdale, my wife and I and our dog. And we're actually on our way back to our property now on Fort Myers Beach to see. We got some pictures a little bit ago. They're not great. The business is gone. The camera that was actually showing the Atlantic Kai yesterday on the Weather Channel was from our parking lot. So it was a little surreal to see the surge come in and take the restaurant away. But Mother Nature has her own agenda, and like I said, we're on our way back now to see if there's anything we can salvage from the home.
The pictures were just awful.
So that's just a look on what's taking place in America. So when I go to back to 2 Ezra 15, this is 2 Ezra 15 verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plague as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And this is just a build up to that great destruction, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that God shall bring upon it. So these are Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is doing, And things are going to intensify as we approach the day of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai visitation, So hope this is edifying you that I want to see. Kalalal, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kodash. Shalom.